You are tuned in to Will the Thrill. Now, here's your host, Will the Thrill.
It's your favorite football personality, Will the Thrill, and I'm back today for another good one. I'm going to give you my bold predictions for the 2018 NFL season. I'm going to say some things that you're not going to agree with, but you know what? I'm not here to please you. I'm just here to tell you what you need to hear. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Starting us off today, I predict the Chicago Bears will have a top 5 offense next year. They have another year Trubisky coming in. He's got Nagy as his coach. Nagy had some experience in Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes, so he knows how to deal with a young quarterback. Also, they went out and signed in free agency Allen Robinson, so they have a good deep threat for Trubisky to grow with. Also, if you look at the running backs, Tariq Cohen and Jordan Howard, their offense, the way it's built, really reminds me of the Saints last year. They have the two-headed monster in the backfield. They have a deep threat with Robinson, and they have an okay quarterback. Now, the reason I think they're going to have a top 5 offense is because Trubisky isn't going to have all the pressure on himself. He's going to have 2 running backs that he can give the check down or hand it off to. It's going to be a very complicated offense in my opinion. There's going to be so much that they can do. You're not necessarily going to know how to stop it. That's why I see them having a top 5 offense. It's going to be very good for Chicago. Next up, I predict Sam Darnold wins Rookie of the Year. I know everyone thinks Saquon Barkley is going to be a shoo-in for the award, but look, here's why I think it's going to be Darnold. Darnold is going to be on a team where it's going to be all on his back. He doesn't have a receiving core. He doesn't have a backfield. I feel like he's going to play well enough to where that's going to be more impressive than Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley can do everything by himself. He can have a great year by himself. Sam Darnold, as a quarterback, you need receivers, you need a backfield, you need an O-line. He doesn't have that right now with the Jets, and I feel like if he has a good year and a successful rookie year, that's going to be more impressive than, say, Barkley running for like 1,200 yards. Darnold has more pressure on him to play well. He was a number 3 pick. He doesn't have a good team around him. He's going to play well, and he's going to win Rookie of the Year. Up next, I predict the Cleveland Browns will make the playoffs. Now, before you chop my head off, here's why. I feel like the Browns did so much in the offseason. They went off in free agency. They went off in the draft. I don't see them not making the playoffs. They have good management. The coach, on the other hand, who knows? But they have the good players to get there. I don't see them winning the division. I see them making the wild card at maybe an 8-8 or a 9-7. Whether Tyrod or Baker starts, I feel like the team around them is honestly good enough. You have Carlos Hyde and Nick Chubb in the backfield. Pretty good tandem. You got Josh Gordon, Jarvis Landry, and Antonio Callaway. If all those guys were on the field, very dangerous trio. The defense, they made some improvements in the offseason. They have Jamie Collins, Myles Garrett, they got Demarius Randall, and then Denzel Ward. If those guys are on the field, that's a good enough defense, and this team as a whole, I feel is solid enough to win 8 or 9 games and get a wild card spot. I can see Cleveland getting the 6th spot in the AFC. Now we're going to get to the predictions that are going to set some people off. I know people aren't going to agree with, but you know what? Who cares? I predict the Chiefs will make it to the AFC Championship. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Kareem Hunt. That is a very dangerous offense. Now you have even a more mobile quarterback. Man, I'm telling you, I see them winning the division. If not, if they're just in the playoffs, I see them making the AFC Championship. I'm not necessarily going to say they're going to make the Super Bowl because with a young quarterback and he's going to have a full year to play, I don't see that happening this year. But I see the Chiefs making the AFC Championship. That's my bold prediction for them. Now, my second to last bold prediction is going to be Deshaun Watson winning the 2018 MVP award. Now, I know people, oh, you're crazy. That's not going to happen. Listen, last year, Deshaun Watson only played 7 games before tearing his ACL. These were his stats in 7 games. 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, almost 1,700 passing yards. Tell me if he doesn't play 9 more games that he won't have MVP stats. If he plays 9 more games, he's going to have over 40 touchdowns. That alone is enough to qualify him for MVP. And let alone he's doing it in his second year. If he's got Will Fuller, DeAndre Hopkins, He's got a very dangerous offense around him, and he is more than capable enough of winning the MVP, and that is my bold prediction for Deshaun Watson. Now, my final bold prediction. The Minnesota Vikings will win Super Bowl 53. They signed Kirk Cousins to a 3-year deal. They have Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, Kyle Rudolph, Dalvin Cook, Latavius Murray. Their offense is stacked. Top 5 if everyone is healthy. Defense, number 1 in the league. Harrison Smith, Xavier Rhodes, Sheldon Richardson, Everson Griffin, Eric Kendricks, and Anthony Barr. Top 5 on both sides of the ball. If they have home field advantage in the playoffs, if they get the number 1 seed, the Minnesota Vikings are going to go to the Super Bowl. And I know, and it is my bold prediction, that they will be Super Bowl 53 champions. Well, whether you like it or not, those were my bold predictions for the 2018 NFL season. I'm Will the Thrill, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at WTT Football Page. We'll see you next time.